Hello my fellow centuries, in today's video I will go through and rank the animes I've watched as of January of 2025. This will be a new series I called ReCap, in which I briefly talk about, with no spoilers, the anime that I've watched, and give each a score out of 10. In other words, a recap. Anyways, each episode will be dropped on the first Monday of every month. This might change, however, to a Wednesday because of other future plans I may have. So please keep in mind all I say are just my personal thoughts and opinions, and please feel free to share your thoughts on the comments below. Without further ado, let's begin from the bottom up. Enjoy, y'all.
Now, I think it's time we start our date. Shall we begin, dear?
Alright, to kick things off of my January rank of animes that I've watched recently, within just January itself of this year, I would go to Dandadan. This anime to me has the potential to be this era's new mainstream anime, which if it hasn't already, because of the concept of aliens and ghosts all in one, and who knows what else the story will unfold. Aside from the fan service, which at this point is second nature to me, and it is what it is. The action, the art style is pretty amazing, and the comedy is hilariously stupid, which I love. Legitly top tier. This anime feels original personally, and I love the two main characters so far, especially the side and cast as well, just for the season alone, because I know this can go bigger. I would give this like an 8 out of 10. It's not high because each episode was a banger to me, and I can't wait to see what else it has in store. It's pretty straightforward, like, I don't know what else you want me to say, because I heard that there's a part 2 to season 1, and I just found out after watching the first 12 episodes, or 13, I think. So that's it for now. Just for now. That's why it's like in the bottom at the moment. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. It's just based on how much animes I've watched within the past month. And I think I've only watched like about 4 animes so far. But just trust me, I promise that I'll watch a lot more so I can like increase my range or diversify my range, if that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, off to the next one. Alright, the third anime of this month, in my personal opinion, is Jellyfish Can Swim in the Night. This anime, for those who are not familiar with it, is all about a girl finding her passion or what she loves to do, while making precious memories with her new friends and old friends alike, and while all making a band. Kinda, if you know, and it will make a lot of sense when you watch it, because I know it's a bit confusing, just of like that pause, but like, trust me, if you watch it, you get me. And would I recommend it? Yes, I would. Because it only has 12 episodes, it's really good, and I'll explain more about it, like right now. The story feels fresh, young, colorful, and soothing. It's like you're watching your little kid try to find what they like to do and do it. But what I like about this anime is also how each of the 4 girls are well executed in their own struggles and redemption to living themselves. Especially shout out to Kyo Watase. Kyo, I would say, is my favorite character because of how her past was such a challenge for her to feel accepted, and how she deals with it upon the help with another person. I'll stop there for those who wants to watch it more like how well the story delves in each of the girls like past trauma and like struggles. The only con I may have that still kind of like aches me a little bit is, to me, I feel like the last episode could have been like a bit more, because I feel like, to me, it feels a little rushed, especially between two characters who didn't see eye to eye from the very beginning, and now they end up as, I don't know, how would you say, like co-workers? I don't know. I feel like it just needs a little bit more, like maybe like one more episode just for like a cleanup or something. But overall, I would say this anime is a good word to watch with a score of 9.5 out of 10, based on how the story was and how well the 4 main characters were executed pretty well, in my opinion. So yeah.
Anyway then, goodbye world!
My number 2 anime of this month was One Piece, specifically from episode 1097 to 1108. And I want to make it brief and short because for those who hasn't been caught up to One Piece or hesitate to start, the story and then a new revelation is so crazy to me. If you know, you know. Just witnessing Luffy's friends discovering what transpired to Luffy gave me goosebumps till this day. And between the cat and gunfight, you know what, you know, if you know, bro, that was so well made, so well done, that I still can't. I'm still thinking about it to this day. It's just crazy to me. It's to me it was perfectly well animated, really well. I kind of, and plus in the ending of like how it ended, I kind of expected for it to be one-sided. Not gonna lie, and the reveal of a special friend to a doctor, I was like, what? Overall, for just about 12 episodes, they were amazing, well paced, emotionally wild, especially to a certain archaeologist. I have some theories to whom the secret is just based on how everything went down already. The secret is another term of kind of a spy, if you know what I mean. Anyways, I'm just so excited for the next confrontation of certain figures and events that's gonna happen, because this arc's gonna be lit. This group alone easily gets a 9 out of 10, just solely the reason of I wanted more, and it's just a section within an arc. Just keep in mind that, like, just this 12 episodes within, like, probably 50 to nearly 100 episodes arc, who knows? As for my number one of this past month, I would give it to My Hero Academia Season 7, to be exact, because they kind of deserve it. Because what I love about it is that every character, which is mostly Class A, which was focused on, it was really executed pretty well in my opinion, because each character has their moment to shine, or their focus of like certain characters dealing with certain like trauma, not just trauma, like ideals between themselves and between like other like villains and other like characters as well. And that's one of the biggest thing I ever wanted within My Hero Academia or the story itself, is that I want to see more of the side characters having more screen time, more focused on, because I see them a lot, almost every episode, and I feel like they're always in the background. And there are instances where it doesn't really bother me, but if they're always there, almost every episode, I want to get to know more about them. Like Takayami, I think that's the name, Dark Shadow. That's for example. That's for an example. But I'm glad that we get to see other characters shine, like Tentacool, for example, Anima. That's for like those guys, for example. And going on, plus I love the shift of focus from like the villains to heroes perspective and ideologies based on like their backstories, or like how they came to be, how it all comes back full circle. Because that's what was lacking, in my personal opinion, within like the past 4 seasons ago, like past like season 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, even though there were moments like it peaked, like it was really good, but there were moments I feel like it was low key, like, I don't want to be mean, like not too dry. I just feel like, is that it? You know what I mean? But going more further, this season especially last season, this made me love My Hero Academia like a lot more, just because of the journey that many of these characters had been, and finally being, in my opinion, executed really well. Like on the past season, I feel like the pacing was either like too slow, or the arc itself felt empty towards the end. Like I wanted to see more, like leave like a cliffhanger or some sort, and just swap to a different like vibe, if you know what I mean. But I do want to apologize for like this mentality that I had. But I do now see like how I love seeing certain characters come full circle. I was glued from the start to the end for this season, and I can't wait for the finale. And not gonna lie, there was a lot of times I teared up because of how real I felt from the conversations and backstories of the many characters of the season, especially from the villain side to the hero side and in between. It's just wild. If you like seen the season, because I don't want to like go too much into it, because I want to save that journey, that experience to those who hasn't or is hesitant watching it. But I do recommend to watch it because it's really well done, in my opinion. My lord, it was good. I try not to reveal many like spoilers, just the element of how the overall season went. In other words, I don't want to like spoil too much, just to make sure like I didn't ruin any of those viewers out there. In summary, it was emotional, it was chaotic, and it was nearly perfect. This season alone, especially last season, bumps this from my B tier to an S tier anime just because of how the MC to me finally has some growth as a character along with the rest of the other characters. And it didn't feel like that's a type of arc, you know? Because so far, of this past two seasons, it's been egging me to me like, ooh, I can't wait to see what happens next, coming 5. And that's why this season to me gets a perfect 10 in my books, and I can't wait for season 8. Oh, I can't wait. I think it's coming out this year or next year, but I know it's happening soon. But my lord, this anime is, oh my gosh, it broke my expectations. Thank goodness it did.
All right, that's it, y'all. Only 4 animes so far. I'm still working on like more, like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, next time in the future, I'll try and shorten it a little bit shorter than 10 minutes or 12 minutes. But thank you again for taking your time and watching. Thank you.